my diamond art and crafting friends. My name is Eileen and welcome to my channel. If you are new to my channel, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you for your continued support and friendship. For this video, I wanted to use my Cricut and my iron-on vinyl and my little HTV Arant mini heat press kind of iron to add some sayings or fun to these dollar store little gnomes. And this is the tag I took off of each one. They were all $1.25. So what I was thinking I could do for this one is put 2023 on the little heart that he's holding. It's like a balloon. Put XOXO here for the letter. I'm going to see if I can squeeze the word Valentine on the cap here, or see if I can get it to go lengthwise down. So we shall see if that's a possibility for me. And then on this one, I was just going to put love on the letter. So that is the first part. Is I've come up with my plan, what I want to put on each one. So I am going to measure them, which I will measure the two letters first. Now, if you'll notice, they're two different sizes, right? This one I guess I bought this year, and then this one I bought last year. I actually forgot I bought these last year, which I found when I was going through my Valentine's stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and measure the first one and see how far across it is, which it's about 2.5 inches. So I would have to figure out where I would want like the wording to go on the letter. So I would probably, what I normally do when I'm figuring that out is I normally look to find the 0 and then know I want it to be about, whatever I'm going to do is going to be about 1.5 inches, just so it looks like it's about the same distance because that's where the hands are. So I'm going to put 1.5 on my paper, and then I'm going to measure down from the heart, from the little dashes down, and that's about 1 inch. So I'm probably going to try to do 0.5. And that's 1. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this one and measure the entire section, which this one, as we can see, is bigger. It is almost 3 inches. So I'm going to take it here, and that's 2.5. So again, I would probably do just 1.5 and do the same thing, only because I think like they're both the same size, except there's more like, this is a bigger like outer thing from the dash marks, if that makes sense. I think I make sense. I make sense in my head a lot, but I don't think it always translates well. Okay, and then for my balloon heart, gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna measure across at the farthest distance, and that's a little over 1.5 inches. So I'm going to figure it can be about 1 inch. And down, I would probably even say 0.5, but it might need, I might adjust that a little bit. And then what I think I'm gonna try to do is see if I can get the word Valentine on there lengthwise, or, up and down. So that is about, well, where I would probably need to put it would be almost 4. So now I don't do anything ever exact. So I'd have to bring it down a little bit. We want to end it about there. So I'm going to say about 3 inches, and probably lengthwise, I'd probably want to even a little more than like a 1/4 inch probably. So we'll see. What I'm going to do now is go on the Cricut and find the cutouts or find what I want to use, and then I will come back with them all kind of cut out so we can weed them, or I can weed them and you can watch, and we can then iron them on. So I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, so I'm back. I'm gonna try this one more time. I ended up weeding the first 3 on camera and trying to weed this last one, and it just didn't go right. And so I had to go print it again and shut it off, and it was a mess. So I'm just gonna show weeding of this one and hope it works this time. And then we'll do, and then I'll show you the ironing on process. My plan for these is to use them as, well, a couple of them as bingo prizes. And then the, if, you know, I don't get rid of, I shouldn't say get rid of them all, that sounds terrible, but if they're not all chosen as prizes, then I'm gonna give them away. Last week, or this past Sunday, the wreath was the coverall was chosen as one of the coverall prizes. We had 2 people win coverall, and one of them chose that wreath and the other one chose a water bottle that I had purchased from Walmart for Valentine's Day. So I try to, as the holidays come up, you know, add some Valentine kind of things. I will be also doing St. Patrick's Day as that gets a little bit closer. And I do have, after Valentine's Day is over, a St. Patrick's, well, it's not going to be green, but the wreath, but I have a sign from the Dollar Tree that I want to use, and I have some Dollar Tree kind of other like items to add. Yeah, this one's weeding much better than that other one, and it was the same stuff. That's okay. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And that's how we learn as crafters. It's not always going to come out perfect, nor is it, you know, and each craft, in my opinion, if you're doing it right, comes out a little bit different. So that's always nice too. I was thinking about trying to use some of my infusible ink that I bought for project 2. I just have to figure out how I want that to go and what I want to do it for. Just get this over. And then I will move I should have cut that down a little bit before I came on camera for the second time, but I was so frustrated the first time. Oh well. I'm hoping it comes out the way I want, so that at least that part will be lovely. Okay. Oh. All right, I'm just gonna peel that, and then we're gonna cut that piece off because I don't need that. I'm going to now peel that away. I'm gonna put that over here. I'm gonna use my scissors and just cut the pieces I don't need, because honestly, you really do want it to be as easy as possible. There's one more thing I need to weed, which is the little piece of the A. So let me get my picker. Okay, so you do have to print the, whatever you're gonna do with the Cricut, you always have to put the mirror on, because when you are gonna iron something on, you want it to actually come out the word you want. So here is what it looks like when it's mirrored, and this is what it's going to look like when you put it on. But we're going to do this one last since it was the one that gave me the most trouble, which is going to be this one here. So first we'll do one of these, then this one, and then that one. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is just use my little lint roller and put it over the area for what I'm going to be trying to adhere my iron-on vinyl to. I don't always do this, honestly. I just thought maybe I'd show you the way they always show it on all the other channels I watch. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I have an old bag that I bought last year. I'm just going to put this underneath here kind of as a, if I can, I can't. Okay, and then I cut a piece of my butcher paper to kind of be less of a size than what I normally use. So I am going to lightly press to make the area warm. And then I'm going to take my XOXO, which is going to be this one. This one is black glitter vinyl. Gonna try to eyeball where I want it to go. I'm going to put my butcher paper over it, take my iron, and just apply some pressure for several seconds, and then we'll take it off and see if it's adhering or not. Let's just see. Sometimes if they're in like weird positions, you gotta do a little bit more. So yeah, I am. It's starting to melt, so I want to be a little careful of that. So I'm just going to because that's felt. I should be a little bit more careful or turn that down. I might turn the iron down just a stitch. Okay, so there's our first one. It's not perfect, but it's gonna do for now. I think the glue under that was starting to melt, but that's okay. That's our first one. Okay, I'm gonna turn my iron down to 2. I had it up to 3. I'm just gonna turn it down a little. Probably should have just turned it down to begin with. So we're gonna put the 2023 and hopefully it fits. And I might have made it too big. We can probably go sideways. Let's go side. We'll just do it diagonal. Wasn't quite what I wanted. I made it a little too big, but that's okay. We're just going to heat up our little heart. Put our 2023 Dollar Tree holographic vinyl down. And I'm going to take the iron and hold it over for several seconds. And hope nothing melts. See if it started to adhere down. It did. I just need to do right here a little bit. I kind of figured that was going to be the case because how the heart was. Let's see. And I'm just going to go over that 3 just a little bit. I want to be careful because of, let me bring my heat pad over, and then I'm gonna should have showed it that way anyway. She knows to be using the heat pad. That's what it's there for. Okay, there we go. So we have a 2023 on our little balloon, our little holographic balloon. Okay, gonna do the same thing with love. Just gonna heat it up a little bit. Try to find where we'd like that to be centered. Now this is using red glitter vinyl, which is also from the Dollar Tree. It's not my favorite vinyl, but I just wanted to show that you can do these with the Dollar Tree vinyl and it still comes out cute. I didn't have a lot of colors to choose from, which is okay. I'm using what I have on hand, trying to avoid that craft store. any craft store. So here this one says love. And then the last one, I wanted to do Valentine down the hat. So what I'm gonna do first is press this or heat it up as I did the other ones in hopes that it kind of flattens it a little bit for me and helps me. And then I'm gonna take the Valentine and get it down and hope that I can get it to fit on the hat. Now it might take a little finagling on my part to get it to do what I want it to do, which is okay. Sometimes that happens when you're doing something. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna do our best to get this to adhere all the way up and hopefully go around the top. I didn't think to make that V just a tiny bit smaller, which I probably could have learned how to do too if I had taken a look. Okay, so let's see here how we're doing. So I'm doing this a little bit away. I need to press that a little bit better down, so that's what I'm gonna do first. Just gonna work our way up. To get it to adhere. Do the best we can as we can. I'm gonna go on the side here and press down on here to get the V to kind of hopefully adhere down. See as we're doing, as we're peeling. I'm gonna peel away nice and slow. Some of them, well, I'll be honest with you, I couldn't tell you which ones you're supposed to cold peel, which ones you're supposed to hot peel. I just do whatever way feels right. So here is Valentine written on the side of the Valentine gnome. So let me just go ahead and unplug that so I don't forget. So just to show them once again, we did the Valentine gnome that has the name of this gnome. We're gonna call this gnome Valentine. We did our love gnome that has love on the Valentine letter. Our 2023 gnome that has the 2023 on the heart balloon. And our last gnome, which has another Valentine letter that says XOXO. So what I'm gonna do now is maybe get it just a little bit lower so you guys can see. And as I said, Valentine gnomes I'm gonna use for bingo. Most of the supplies I used, all but one of the vinyls was from the Dollar Tree. So this was the only vinyl that was not. This holographic vinyl was from the Dollar Tree. This holographic, or this glitter vinyl was from the Dollar Tree. And this everyday iron-on like vinyl is also from the Dollar Tree. So less than $3, $1.25, you're actually not even, because you're able, this is only a small portion of what you get in the vinyl. So you're not even probably paying, I would say, $2 for a cute little, you know, gift you can put in whatever you wanted for someone for Valentine's Day. So that is my video. I think it's going to be the last video I have for like Valentine like related stuff. And then once Valentine's over next week, I'll switch gears over to some St. Patrick's Day, along with my normal diamond painting, whip and chats hauls, and shenanigans, or right, why? And what have you. So I hope you all, oh, let me just stop right there. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And if you'd like to be notified of all my future video uploads, please hit that bell notification. I hope you all have a nice day or night, whatever it is for you. Take care. Happy crafting, happy diamond painting, and until my next video, bye.